Them Hit Squad, best squad on the planet. Hey, it's your boy Sean.
And your girl Mel.
Yes, guys.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome
How are you guys feeling? All right, guys. You guys put this in the comments section.
Yes.
Very highly requested video.
Yes.
So today we'll be reacting to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird on Letterman.
David Letterman. Let's go. All right.
Absolutely.
So, guys, before we get into it, go ahead and smash that like button. All right, turn on all notifications. This is your first time here. Come on over and join the S&M squad.
Welcome, guys.
Let's see what's up with these two great legends. Here we go.
All right.
Our first guests are NBA legends. Their rivalry forever changed the game of basketball. Their relationship is the focus of a new Broadway play entitled Magic Bird, which opened earlier tonight. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute, Broadway play?
Larry Bird and
really?
Dave! They had a Broadway play named after them. Oh my gosh. Based on their story. That's crazy.
They became really good friends.
Wow. He stood up. Standing ovation, baby. Yes.
Look at Bird looking all cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bird is the word. Look at Magic.
I saw the documentary the two of you did, and I guess it was produced by HBO. I'm right about that. I found it compelling. I found it moving. I found so much humanity in the production, and it stayed with me for quite some time. Now, you guys lived those lives. When you saw the documentary, did you have the same feelings, or was it just, oh yeah, that's us, that's what we did?
Yeah, they did a great job of capturing our feelings and how we feel about one another, but it's really all about the competition. I mean, even today, if we could do something to compete against one another, I still like to do that.
Yeah. Just compete.
Wow, the competition! Whoa!
Magic, you feel the same way?
Oh, I feel exactly the same way. I wish we could compete against each other right now.
Well, you know what you could do is you could go out and buy a baseball team now.
There you go. I thought about buying the Cardinals, but after finding out, I found out Urban paid over $2 billion for the Dodgers. I know the Cardinals are worth at least $500 billion. That's a little bit much.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
When you guys knew each other earlier, you know, everybody knows about the NCAA championship game in 1979. Do I have that date right? But you guys actually played as in some sort of, was it an amateur summer tournament or like that? Where was that? When was that?
Well, it was in Kentucky, and that's the first time probably in both our lives that we actually sat on the bench. And I don't think neither one of us liked that at all, but because we were on the bench, David, and we got a chance to play against the starters every day and at nighttime at practice. And Larry and I were so upset we took it out on the starters. So we beat them every single day, right? But Larry was a special cat because it proved to me this man could really play basketball. I'd heard about him, but I never saw him play live and in person, and he was incredible. I mean, he dominated, and that's what it's all about. So I went back home telling everybody, oh, this Larry Bird guy is for real.
Right. But you guys were kids then. I mean, you're a little older than Magic, but you were what, 17, 18, 19 in that range right in there when that happened?
I think I was 19.
Yeah.
19 or 20, probably 18.
Yeah. Yeah, and you were from the beginning, and correct me if I get any of this wrong, because it's your life, and well, you guys ought to know.
They look the same, though.
They do.
Were you inclined early on to become friends with this guy because you were drawn to him because of his basketball abilities? Did you want to be friends with him from the beginning?
From the beginning, I wanted to be friends, but Larry didn't want none of that.
Larry didn't want to be friends. He wanted to compete.
Right.
And so I said, okay, if that's how it's going to be, then we have to be like that. So I started disliking him too. But, you know, he told me that, you know, I smiled all the time, and he knew that I will smile at you, but I want to cut your heart out at the same time. So he knew that was part of my strategy is to get him, lure him in as my friend.
So he didn't want to demonstrate.
Wow,
any
look
weakness
at
being
that.
a friend. Now, did you feel what his advances to being a friend, and you just rejected them? You were not interested. You didn't like him. I mean, what was your side of that?
It's not like one of my old girlfriends, you know. When you say advances, I get a little scared.
Right.
But, you know, my thing was when you compete, you're really not friends. You want to keep an edge. And I was like that through high school and through college. But Irvin is an outgoing guy. He loves everybody. He wants to high five and, you know, he got that big.
It was hard not to befriend Irvin, right?
Home with me.
Two different perspectives.
Gotta love these guys.
That's interesting because Indiana, Michigan, same generation of basketball, similar players, identical players, similar ideology about playing. Anything to do with the Midwest or the times that you guys came from?
I think it's the Midwest, and I think when you think about Indiana high school basketball, I mean, everybody says it's the best. You think about Michigan, we're right there with Indiana, and so how we were taught to play the game, both Larry and I, and then the way we wanted to play the game as individuals. And so we're mirrors of each other. I may smile a little bit more, but the way we played the game of basketball was exactly the same because we would do anything to win. We didn't care about scoring points. We cared about winning the game and making our teammates better. Yeah. And that's why I think that, you know.
And they was great leaders. Great leaders.
Yeah.
We were able to change not only basketball, but we were able to change the NBA too. And so that was great for both of us.
I want to talk about that in a little bit, but so now you guys meet the first time in this summer league tournament, whatever it was. The next time is for the NCAA championship, is that right? What did that, and it was like a 10-point loss, am I right, Larry?
Well, it was 10 points. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Remind him, man.
It felt more like a 20-point loss, but you know, when you're out there playing and you get started in these games, sometimes you go, uh-oh, these guys are pretty good.
Right.
And I had that feeling at halftime that these guys were too much for us.
Now,
Wow.
at the beginning of the game, did you meet Irvin there?
Why?
Do you remember trying to talk to Larry before the game?
Nope.
Yeah.
No talking.
You had learned your lesson.
I learned my lesson, and at that time, he was going after something I wanted bad, and I was going after something he wanted bad. So we didn't want to talk. We wanted to get it on and see who was the best.
And in terms of basketball, in terms of your career, in terms of your life and championships, what did losing that championship mean to you, and how did it affect
Yeah,
you?
that's the toughest one I've ever taken because you know you had all your friends. You're at a college. It's really when you step away from home. I felt in Indiana State they accepted me, brought me in. It was tough.
They
It's
both
still
wanted
tough,
it bad.
Uh, Still tough today.
Yes,
Yeah.
but-
And how about you, Magic? What did winning that title mean for you?
Well, you know, you just heard him. It's still tough for him.
That's cool. Then you go to Los Angeles, you go to Boston relatively in the same time frame, and your careers in the NBA take off, and the rivalry is cemented or begun anew. And then there's somebody says, we're going to sell shoes. We got a Larry Bird shoe and we got a Magic Johnson shoe. Let's get these guys together and we'll shoot a thing. And you did want to do it, didn't want to do it.
Converse.
Well, I wanted to do it because we won the championship that year and we beat Magic. So
Yeah,
I was up. I was up for
feeling
it.
pretty good. All right. Yep. And then Magic, how did you?
I did not want
do
to
it?
go to Indiana. They won the championship. I'm going to his home too, and I protested. I didn't want to go.
Yeah. But the story is that you were reluctant to do it, and you said, okay, if you can get
It's
Magic.
called negotiating, Dave.
Yeah. Well, you prevailed because you said, if you can get him here, we'll do it in my backyard on literally your home court, and that's what happened. Now, and he shows up. What was you when you saw him? Were you leery? Were you worried about he's coming into my house, into my yard?
Well, I had my brothers there and I was going to fight him.
going to fight him.
And if I couldn't whip him, surely one of them could. Yeah. No, I felt, my mom was pretty good about it. She was all excited. My brothers were excited. They loved Magic. The town was excited about having him come in our hometown. And, come from a small town, it's a pretty big news.
French Lick.
French Lick. And
French Lick.
they must be from the town over. But he came in and we shot this commercial, had my mom fix lunch, and it was neat. It was pretty neat.
But that, according to the documentary, that was the beginning of a friendship. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's accurate. We really didn't say too much once I arrived. We actually had never really interacted with each other, so we got to the basketball court. We shot the first half of the commercial. Then it was lunch break. And so I'm going to my trailer thinking I'm going to eat alone and he's going to go. He said, "No, Urban, come on up. My mom fixed lunch at the house." So I was like,
That's nice.
Uh-oh. But I said, okay, cool. So we rolled up, and Larry has this beautiful, his house is beautiful, great acres and everything. I mean, green grass, it was unbelievable. So we go up to the house, and his mom just greeted me at the door, David, with a big hug. And that sort of just calmed me down. I said, wow, I'm getting a mom bird hug like my mother would hug me,
Yeah.
And
That's
so
sweet.
then
That's
she
nice.
told me I was like her favorite player, and I said, okay.
It's worse and worse.
I'm really sitting in the seat now. I'm waiting for lunch now because I feel good. But at the end of the day, what happened was we found out we were much alike. Midwest boys, grew up poor, hardworking families, had the same values. And
Yeah, man,
I
that's
got to
awesome.
know Larry, the man, and he got to know Irvin, the man.
Now, did things change for you that day as well?
Yeah, I've always respected my opponents and him greatly because of the fact that he was so good. Everybody always said there's a hate element to it, and there never was a hate. It's just that I had so much respect for
It's competition
It's
at its
competition.
finest point, isn't it?
Yeah, and you never let your guard down, and he was so good, and I was trying to, I used to have this thing in my head in the summer. I go shoot 700 jump shots that day, and I get ready to leave, and I go, God, I know he's shooting 800, and it dropped me back out there. So it was mind games too, but I always respected him and his teammates, and we had great teams, and it's just unfortunate that we got cheated in a lot of them games in the playoffs.
Cheated. Cheated. I think talking about that episode where you guys did the commercial and you had lunch and so forth, I think I remember from the documentary that said that you really liked Irvin. You were less fond of Magic. Is that a correct? And what does that mean?
Well, Irvin the man's one thing, but Irvin the basketball player, I had a little problem with him. It ended, of course, 20 years ago, but there for, God, what? Well, I can't really say what I think, but...
Now, when you hear that about you, that he liked Irvin, didn't like Magic, how do you interpret that? How do you feel about that? You know what he's talking about.
It made me feel good. David, hey, I was a thorn in his side.
Right.
I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be, go out there to kick his butt. That's what my job was, and his job was to kick mine. And so I didn't want Larry to like me. He didn't have to like me, but we both respected each other. I knew Larry could beat me. If I made mistakes, if we didn't play our best game, Larry made me have sleepless nights. Right? No, he did. He had me because I was scared to death that I knew he could beat me.
Right.
And so that's what a great player does to you that you have to go up against. And not only was he great, the Celtics were great. So, and I was the same way, hopefully, in his mind when he went to sleep, thinking about me. Because I was thinking about him when I went to sleep, that was for sure.
It's let's forget everything else. Forget the statistics, forget the friendship, how it evolved, the teams. Do you now, in your heart, believe you're the better player?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Actually, I've always said that I go by success, and he's won more championships, so I give him the nod.
No.
Oh.
Being very gentlemanly.
Yeah.
Magic, same question to you.
That was
is Larry the
humble.
better player?
That was.
I've always said that Larry was the better player.
Really?
Because he could do more, shoot from the outside, all those type of things. You know, to us, really, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because what matters to me is that I played against the best. I got to know the man, Larry Bird.
Wow.
And that we got this friendship right now. That's all that matters, because the fans are going to say, hey, Larry Bird was my man. Just like I run into a lot of Celtic fans.
Yeah.
You know, I used to hate you.
Yeah.
I get that all the time, right?
get
And
it.
so, but they say, I hated the Lakers, but why do we love Magic?
Yeah.
You know? And so, but what matters is that we're friends now. We can do so many things together. I still will hate him now. If we
Yeah.
play checkers or basketball right
Right.
now, then both of us are changed into those players that we used to be, because we still want to beat each other.
You think you were the better player, seriously, don't you?
Look at Dave
He
Letterman
was
trying
the
to get it
better
out.
forward,
of
and
him.
I was the better guard.
Oh, there you go. That's a perfect way of handling it. Now, tell us, this documentary is, I think, the best sports documentary I've ever seen. And it's not because of anything other than you two gentlemen and who you are, the kind of men you guys are. And one of the points that is very, well, when you have your press conference and announce that you have HIV, the infection, your reaction and your reaction, tell us about your feelings.
Well, my feeling was the first time, you know,
That's tough.
I told Lon, my agent, I said, we got to call Larry. And I said, I want to tell him myself. And so I want to talk to him. Well, actually, we couldn't get a hold of him. Then Lon told him, and then Larry wanted to talk to me.
Right.
And so we were able to talk. And the best feeling, David, is when a friend supports you. And this young man came and supported me.
That's deep.
That's what it's all about. Forget the sports, forget the championships, the MVP. He came to my side and supported me, and I'll never forget that. And that's the type of man Larry Bird is.
It's not. No.
Wow, that's nice, man. Good guy, Larry.
Yes. Oh my God.
Gladly, it's not the way it was in those days. In those days, if you heard anything having to do with this, it seemed like an immediate death sentence.
Exactly.
And gladly, like I say, medical treatment has progressed where it's not that at all. But that's must have been what you were thinking.
Yeah, we always heard 9 years.
Right.
But I remember the day we had a game that night. I always took a nap in the afternoon. My wife woke me up and said, "Hey, Lon Rosen called. You need to call Magic." So when I heard that, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I can remember back my father died, and my heart just sort of, he fluttered a little bit. When I heard about Magic, it's just like I had no energy. I didn't want to. It's the first time I can ever remember not wanting to play basketball. And it had a pit in my stomach for days after. Even after I talked to him, because in my mind, 9 or 10 years, he's going to be gone.
Damn, man.
We had the Olympics down the road. We had things we wanted to accomplish, but it's, man, here he is.
Yeah,
Look at God,
things
man.
didn't work out
Thank
the way.
you, Jesus.
Wow.
Yes.
I mentioned we talk about it in the introduction. The NBA changed professional basketball. Give us a couple of ideas how the game has changed because of you guys' career.
Well, I think that, the games were tape delayed when Larry and I came into championships. And I remember when we beat the 76ers when I was a rookie, the games came on at 11:30 at night. And so to put now the championships in prime time, the salaries that people make, I mean, we affected a lot of the change that is happening. And then Michael Jordan came in right after us and took it to another level as well. And
Do you guys see kids playing in the league now? They say, "Oh, geez, this is the way I would have approached it," or is that the game has changed so much that your style of play doesn't exist or it can't exist?
Oh, it can exist. I mean, there's not many 6'9" point guards out there.
Right.
But
6'9",
I think
big
what I
point
see
guard.
is there's a lot of kids come out of the league and take it for granted, but there's also a lot of kids come out of the league that want to get better every day, and they do the work necessary to do better and better, and they care about their communities and they care about their team. I see a lot of that. When I first came to the league, I didn't see hardly any of that. I think what me and Irvin did when we came in, people started watching basketball again. And our David Stern, which was our commissioner at the time, first year, came in and just took us to another level. Then you got to remember Jordan Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, John Stockton. All of us sort of came in. They came in a couple of years after us. The league got good right away. So we were just happy.
Really
we didn't know any of that was going on. We just wanted to play and compete. Right. But in '84, it changed. Yeah.
But also, we made passing fashionable again in the NBA.
Well, I think from a fan's standpoint, from a guy from Indiana who grew up loving and watching high school, college basketball and trying to play and so forth, the great legacy that the two of you leave is a demonstration of how to be a guy, just how to be guys, and that's invaluable. It's I know what you're thinking at home. You're thinking to yourself, geez, just like Dave and Leno. Well, I wish you could come back tomorrow and the next night and the next night, but I know you guys got to get to the theater to rehearse your big number. It's Magic Bird at the Longacre Theater. God, what a pleasure to meet you and to see you again, Magic. Thank you. Good luck with your Dodgers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be right back with Jim Gaffigan, everybody.
Wow, that was really good.
I forgot he is part owner of the Dodgers.
Wow. Magic
Johnson.
Oh my goodness. That was so amazing.
Yes, that whole interview was amazing.
To watch them, and to truly see that everything that we have reacted to thus far was real. To see them at an older age.
Yes.
And to see they have an authentic brotherhood. It's more than a friendship.
It's like a
because
brotherhood.
if you're comparing his HIV diagnosis to when your father died,
yeah,
and it gave you that same feeling,
that
that's
was
like
so
a
deep.
brother. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful brotherhood.
Yes. And what they did for the NBA is just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they said, they came in '84.
Yeah.
And really changed the game.
Yeah.
And while they are competing, they are building this brotherhood, this relationship of good friendship. And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
They respect each other. They wanted to both win.
Yeah.
They was just alike, you ask me. The only difference, one's black, one's white.
Brothers from another mother.
They was both great. They was both, so good on that court, so.
Absolutely. And it truly touched my heart when he said, he went to Bird's house to shoot the commercial.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to go back to his trailer
And the mom.
to eat. And mom is like,
Yes.
come on, and hugs him and, just makes him feel loved, because I know he's away from his mom.
Yes.
And just to have that mom hug, and that was beautiful. I truly love their relationship. I love their rivalry.
Yes. Yes. They made each other better. Like Bird needed Magic and Magic needed Bird.
Yeah.
To make each other better.
Yeah.
But they was good on and off the court. And they both had, good hearts. They wasn't dirty players.
Absolutely.
They played the game how the game was supposed to be played.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. So there it is. But this was great right here. Because you can just see it, it's real.
Yeah.
They're off the court, they're older, and they look the same.
Absolutely.
They're aging well,
They are amazing. Did you see Bird get emotional?
Yes.
When he started talking about the HIV diagnosis,
you
it was
could see
like
it.
he could still feel it,
That pain.
that feeling and that pain,
Yes.
thinking that
Yes.
his friend was going to die
Within 9 years.
within 9 years.
And look at God, he's still here, man.
Absolutely.
He's definitely in his 60s.
Yeah.
So, wow, man.
Yeah.
It's
These
an
are
amazing
great
story.
guys.
Amazing
Two
story.
amazing guys.
They made their towns better, their teams better, their teammates better. All
Yeah.
around good guys.
Most definitely.
There it is, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and smash that like button, get this video a big fat thumbs up, and also get inside the comment section We appreciate the love and support
Absolutely.
from the best squad
Yeah.
on the planet. Hell to the end.
S&M.
All right, we signing off, guys. Peace, love, and blessings. We up out of here.
Peace.
Peace.